Good morning students, I welcome you all for the online class of business studies. Today we will be going to start and continue the same chapter, that is the social responsibility and business ethics. In that we have learned yesterday last class case against responsibility and case in favor of responsibility. Now we will be learning why the business have to do the social responsibility, the reality and the fact. The reality of social responsibility is that after learning the case against social responsibilities, we can conclude that business is no longer a mere economic institution, but it is also a social institution, and businessmen are the trustees of different social groups. Although business is an economic activity, so it must have primary and basic aim of earning profit and creation of wealth, but at secondary level it must try to consume its social responsibilities so that it can earn goodwill and survive in market for a longer period of time. The main reasons and factors which have forced businessmen to consider their responsibilities towards society are as follows. Very first, threat of public regulations. Yes, definitely. Government is expected to perform for the welfare of state, so they have to take care of all the sections of society. If businessman is doing the social responsibility, then this will be a threat or new thing for the society what the business is giving them. Whenever business firms are behaving in a socially irresponsible manner, government have to take action and have to regulate their activities and safeguard the interest of the society. So this threat of public regulation is one thing which forces businessmen to follow social responsibility. So threat of social public regulation says that though businessmen want or don't want, but the thing is that government want peace in the society, the development of the society. From that point of view, when we see whenever a businessman do the business, they have to think about the society first. Then they have to do the business, because as I already said, the consumer, labor and every people who are surrounded with the business are coming from the society. Pressure of labor movements. There are so many union leaders, there are so many unions formed according to the legal law also. According to the, like for example, labor law, according to that, the businessmen have to treat properly to the society as well as to the labor working in the organization. Nowadays, even labor in our country is getting organized and there are far more educated. Labor movements are forced the business enterprise to take care of welfare of labor and reward them for their efficiency. So that is pressure of labor movements. Impact of consumer consciousness. Development of mass media education has made consumer aware of their rights. In present day market, the customer is considered as a king, so even business organizations have started following customer oriented policies. So that is impact of consumer consciousness. Consumer are becoming more conscious. They are aware about their rights and the things what they must get from the market. Even they know their duties and responsibilities. In this aware consumer consciousness, definitely businessmen have to do every business responsibility ethically, morally. Development of social standard for business. Today business is no longer an institute to mint money only. According to new social standards, business has an economic activities not only for earning profit, but it should not also fulfill its social obligations, its social duties. As no business can be done in isolation, to do business they have to interact with the members of society and satisfy the members of society. So development of social standard for business is needed, because business is no longer there are so many businessmen nowadays, not few business that people can ignore them. There are so many competitors now existing in the business. If the businessmen have to maintain the standard of their business, definitely they have to do the social responsibility. Like Jindal, Tata, they are the popular company, but still they are forming the social responsibility towards the society, so as to get a standard in the market. So it is needed that business, if we want to maintain a standard, definitely they have to do the social responsibility. No business can be done in isolation, that is a right. Every businessman have to be connected with other businessmen, every businessman have to be connected with the society. When we think like that, definitely they have to do the business in a proper way. Development of business education. Educated and professional businessmen prefer to perform social obligations. Educated persons as consumers, investors, employees or owners have become more sensitive towards social issues. So development of business education is very much student. Because educated and professional businessmen only perform various social duties towards the society. Educated persons, consumer, investor, employees or owners have become more sensitive toward the social issues related to business. Therefore, they have to do the social responsibility. Relationship between social interest and business interest. When we take this point as a relationship between social and the business interest, definitely when business interest, that is the business objective, can be achieved only when the social interest is achieved. Business enterprise have realized that social and business interests are not contradictory to each other. They are complementary to each other. Today's businessmen have realized that long-term benefit of business lies in serving the society. As good they will serve the society, that much the customer will be formed and that much will be the growth of the business. More business opportunities are available in better society only. Because of all these points, we can say that if the business interest, that is again I am saying organizational goal, if we want to achieve, definitely we have to see the social objectives also. If we are able to fulfill happily the social objective, definitely our business objective will be able to achieve with the help of the society. So that the point is there, relationship between social interest and business interest point of view, it is needed, the social responsibility have to be fulfilled. Development of professional managerial class. Today ownership is separated from management. Present day professional managers have altogether different attitude towards social obligations, social duties as compared to the attitude of low owner managers. Professional managers prefer to have multiple goals rather than sticking to individual goal of profit maximization. So from that point of view, we will say development of professional managerial class is needed. Their ownership is separated from management today, but it must be needed to be joined. Professional training and many things are needed to be upgraded. Even awareness program has to be conducted so that awareness related to product and services will be known to the consumers. Aware consumer will be giving more satisfactory result to us. So that is the point. Today ownership is separated for management. Present day professional managers have altogether different attitude towards social obligation, but still they have to fulfill the social obligation, though like or not like. So these were the points, reality of having the social responsibility. Please refer everything what I has explained to you people. Kinds of social responsibilities. Social responsibilities of business can be classified into 4 categories. Very first, economic responsibility. As economic responsibility, business is expected to produce goods and services that are beneficial for society, and which society wants and sell them at a profit. Legal responsibility point of view, when we see, every business enterprise is expected to operate within the legal framework of the society. A law-abiding enterprise gets no interference of government and is considered as a socially responsible enterprise. So that is a legal responsibility point of view. The business enterprise is expecting to operate within the legal framework which is made for the society. The law abiding means those who will not follow this law, they will be definitely government will interfere, many legal law will interfere in the business. So it is better to have the social responsibilities. It is a type of legal responsibility. The law state that legal formality have to be done. So this is the legal responsibility. Next, ethical responsibility. That is another social responsibility, that moral value. Ethical means moral value. Ethic is much more than the law. It is our choice whether we want to do or not. But if we are ethical, definitely society is with us. If we are unethical, no one will be with us. So that way, if we are thinking, definitely business, though they are doing unethical business, in the longer period of time, their survival cannot be possible. While behaving ethically, businessmen should not be involved in adulteration, black marketing, unduly highly priced. While giving advertisement also, they should not hurt the sentiments of any caste, religion or group. So that must be done. That is the ethical responsibility of business. Discretionary responsibility. This responsibility is purely voluntary, students. This includes contribution in charity, participation in social service projects, setting up educational and training institutions, etc. Helping people affected by flood, earthquake, etc. So this is a discretionary responsibility. So there are the 4 kinds of social responsibilities. One is economic responsibility from the money point of view. The social responsibility that business have to supply ready supply of goods and services in the society. They must fulfill the demand of the society, so that has to get time to time profit. Legal responsibility, the second type of social responsibility, that they have to follow all the types of law which is made for the business to be exist in the society. So that is the legal responsibility towards the society. If they don't do, government will interfere in the matters of the business. Ethical responsibility, it is our choice whether we want to do or not, but it is not an contractive, because everyone have to follow the ethical value. Unethical value following peoples are not liked by the society. Like adulteration, black marketing shops are there, unduly high price charges shops are there. Then never the shop customers go to that particular shop. If we will be doing like one time and two time, the business can be done, but not the third, and the long survival of business cannot be possible. Discretionary responsibility, ITG said, it is voluntary responsibility of each and every one, which everyone have to follow. Though this is not a compulsion, but we have to think that we also are a part of the society. That way we have to do the charity, participation in social service project, and many other situation arises for the society when we have to participate. Like in this pandemic situation also, business helped a lot to the society for survive a happy life. Social responsibility toward different interest groups. How many different groups of people are there toward which we have to follow the social responsibility? Let us read one by one. Business come into contact with various groups such as consumers, employees, government, suppliers, community owners, media, etc. The business is responsible to all these interest groups. Responsibilities of business toward consumer. Responsibility towards consumer include production of safe item by maintaining quality standards, to ensure ready supply of goods and services, to educate customer regarding the use and contents of the product, being truthful in advertising, to follow fair trade practices, to handle consumer complaints and grievances quickly, to design and develop the product keeping in mind the needs and requirements of the customers. So these are the various social responsibility toward different interest group which businessmen have to follow. So business towards consumer, the various things we have seen, and this is must for the businessman to do. It has regular supply of goods. Many times the stock is kept, so that demand will increase and price will increase. That must not be done. Regular supply of goods and services must be done so that needs of the people will be satisfied. Production of same item by maintaining quality standard must be done. Truthful in advertising must be there. Educate customer regarding the use and contents of the product must be there. Fair trade practices must be practiced. Responsibilities towards employees when we see, providing fair compensation and benefits, providing goods and safe working conditions, providing opportunities for personal growth and development, to develop a sense of belongingness, to provide incentives and services like housing, medical, insurance, retirement benefits, etc. That must be done. So these are the various responsibilities towards the employees that businessmen have to do. Very much is they must give safety measures, fair compensation, and the benefits what they must deserve. That must be provided. They must get the opportunity for personal growth as well as development of the society. They must develop a sense of belongingness towards the people. They must provide incentives and services like housing, medical, insurance, everything to the employees, so that their life, if they will be happy, they will be satisfied with the job, they will contribute more to the particular job. So that's why they must be satisfied. That is the responsibility of business towards the employees. Responsibility towards the owners, shareholders, and investors. When we say about this, there are very important people because they contribute the capital. Without capital, business cannot be continue. You know it is. So we have to keep the interest of responsibilities toward these people also. Those are the owners, shareholders, and investors. We must ensure safety of investment. We must ensure fair and regular return on investment. We must give complete information regarding the financial position of the business. We must give appreciation of investment by proper utilization of resources. We must give them opportunities to participate in decision making. These are the various benefits to them which we have to give to the owners, shareholders, and investors, because they are the important part of the business. Responsibilities towards government, when we see, there are various responsibilities towards the government. Very first, to abide by rules, regulations, and law. Definitely social responsibility has to be done. It has to be for the government. We have to follow the rules, regulation. If we not, then definitely they will interfere and make us to be disciplined. To pay taxes timely and to duties on time, so that government will get the revenue for the development of the society. To help in solving social problems, like many type of climatic situations arises, many type of pandemic situation arises, many types of calamities arises. In that time, with the country, we have to support so that we can solve the problems of the society. Like unemployment problem also we can decrease by making employment opportunity in the job. We can make the reservation for women candidates in the particular organization. We can give the importance to others who are in need of the job, like physical handicap and the army peoples. They need the job there for them also reservation must be there. There are various social problems which has to be solved out. To adapt fair dealing, especially when involved in external trade, so that country's reputation is maintained. For that, fair dealing especially must be done in external trade, like export and import. We have to make a fair means. Export we have to try to increase so that our economic development will be done, and imports we have to reduce. We have to compromise with our country products. To cooperate in planning, investigation and administrative activities of the government. That are the various responsibilities towards the government. Next, responsibilities towards the community. To protect the environment from all types of pollution. This is not coming in social, it is coming in community, because people with whom we are living, they need fresh environment. For them we have to reduce the pollution. And we know it is a fact business creates pollution, but it must be controlled so that the people can have a happy life. To provide more employment opportunities for the people, to promote national integration, unity, we must not hamper the cultural heritage of the country. To bring improvement in the local area where the plant is located by providing amenities such as drinking water, electricity, dispensaries, etc. To help the weaker sections of the society, providing economic stability of the society, to preserve social and cultural values. Responsibilities towards suppliers when we see, to ensure regular payment to the suppliers, that many people are not doing. Because of that, supplier hesitate to give the credit facility to the business. To adopt fair dealings with the suppliers, never we have to cheat. Agreement must be done successfully. If one person is also doing, it is having a great impact on other type of businessman. So suppliers, towards the suppliers, payment must be regular, fair dealings must be done. To protect and assist small scale suppliers by placing orders with them. To guide and assist the suppliers in improving the quality of their products so that their demand will be existing. So these are the various types of responsibility towards various income groups. The interests of all the groups are not always in harmony. However, business persons have proved that they have the required skill and will to reconcile the conflicting interests of different groups and serve them to the best of their satisfaction. Today's class, this much only. Tomorrow we will be going to learn the last part of the chapter, that is business and environmental protection and business ethics. Today's class, this much only. Have a nice day. Thank you.